What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Here for the Wnba 2-game main slate on Friday night. $10,000 to first in the big contest. I want to apologize for not having a video out on Wednesday. I had a family emergency on Tuesday and ended up having to stay at the hospital overnight, so didn't have any videos for Wednesday's slate. Obviously, unfortunate. Sitting at the ER is never fun. Being at the hospital is never fun, but I was able to win another seat for the Queen of the Court qualifier, my third out of 15. This one here, it paid to just kind of set it and forget it. I built this lineup early on. I knew Ryan Howard was going to be a lot more popular than Alicia Gray, so made that pivot and knew I wanted to play Sabrina and Stewie. Obviously, was going to play Baby Sobley. Everyone in the Discord, I was very, very high on her. I always thought she was going to start. And then my pivot, before Rebecca Allen was starting, I had Natasha Cloud and Camila Cardoso in my lineup. And once they announced Rebecca Allen starting, I swapped to Angel Reese and her. Thank God I did, because that's what helped me win the seat. So happy about that. Ran away with it. So I would love to get two more and max the Queen of the Court in early August, but we'll see. Let's look at these two games here. Chicago at Atlanta. Chicago is a dumpster fire. 12-point spread, over under 158.5. Then you got Dallas at Las Vegas. 5-point spread, over under 168.5. So a lot to talk about here on this two-game slate. Obviously, we'll start with Chicago. Not a lot needs to be said about this team. They're just bad. Last game, first game with Vandersloot out, they started Banham in her place, and then they started Rebecca Allen over Kia Nurse. I think that could just be like a push-pull kind of thing. They may go back and forth on each of them. I do prefer Rebecca Allen over Nurse. As you can see, like last game, Rebecca Allen only took 3 shots, but she did still put up 7 fantasy points because she's going to get you some peripheral stats. And then she's a good 3-point shooter. So if she gets hot shooting the ball, at 4,700, that's a really good price tag. I think Rachel Banham, assuming she starts again at 4,900, is a solid play. Haley Van Lith off the bench only played 16 minutes. She was okay off the bench. Game blew out, so she did get a little bit of blowout run there at the end, but I was expecting her to start, and since she didn't, that doesn't look very good for her. No interest in Oni on a slate like this where there's just so many great plays and so many, why would I play Oni when you can play Beck Allen for 1,700 more or Banham for 1,900 more? Ewell's minutes have ticked up a bit. She's plays close to a fantasy point per minute. I think she's fine, especially if they're just going to continue to barely play Camila Cardoso. 0 personal fouls, so there is 0 reason why she should only be playing 19 minutes. I don't know. This coach he's in the running for dumbest in the league. It's really bad. She needs to be on the floor just a lot more. Ariel Atkins, minutes were solid. I mean, she's been playing consistent minutes. She just can't stay out of foul trouble sometimes, but she has a huge ceiling. She's shown at 45 fantasy points in 26 minutes, 35, 34. She has to be their number one on offense. And she has the ball in her hands a little bit more now that Sloot is out. Then Angel Reese, 10.9K. That's a very steep price tag for someone. She played a lot in the blowout. She got a lot of blowout run, which, it's. If they're going to play, if their starters are ever going to play over 30 minutes, they're going to have to play in the blowout because they are getting torched every night. So she had a good game, had a double-double pretty much at halftime, shot the ball pretty well. So not a terrible play, but just really hard to prioritize at 10.9K. Then on the Atlanta side, a lot to like here. They have been expanding the rotation a little bit with Jordan Canada back. SWK still getting 1 or 2 mini rotations, 6 minutes a night. Same with Maya Caldwell. Same with Pow Pow. But the main thing is Nia Coffey and Naz Hillman are still a very, very big presence off the bench for the bigs. Bree Jones, minutes ticked all the way down. She's been playing high 20s, 29, 24, 28 in the 3 games since BG returned. And then BG herself, 15, 25, and 15. That is very telling. Obviously, this last game was a massive blowout. I'm gonna have to like lower her projected minutes down to probably like that 25, 26 range. She only played 30 the 2 games this year. 28. I mean, I think 26 is a fair number. Obviously, like she has massive upside if she can stay on the floor and the game stays competitive. But I just don't know if I have confidence that Chicago can keep this game competitive. I would much rather play Ryan Howard or Alicia Gray. Like this is the god spot for them, best spot in the league. Chicago against guards is just pathetic. Rachel Banham and Haley Van Lith can't guard anyone. And then that means that Jordan Canada at 7K is a solid play. She has shot a combined 2 of 15 in her 2 games. She's going to get you the peripheral stats. She can get there in a multitude of ways. Minutes were on the rise. I think there's potential for her to play 30 plus. Assuming the game doesn't just turn into a laugher, but with Chicago, you never know. I do think my favorite play would probably be Alicia Gray on this team just because she's going to stuff the stat sheet. And if she shoots the ball well, I mean, she can put up 40 plus. Ryan Howard over 11K. The price is steep, but the peripheral stats have been really, really good. She shot 1 of 8 last game and still put up over 20 fantasy points. But Canada is a really, really nice sleeper play on the slate. Then moving on to the late game, Dallas at Las Vegas. On the Dallas side, bit of news come out. Dejanay, technically not questionable. She's probable. Misha Hines-Allen is questionable, but she's been questionable multiple times this year and still played. Currently, I think she's going to play. But there is potential if she's out, would mean they would be extremely shorthanded for bigs. They would only have Nalissa, Geisel-Soder, and Maddie Segrist. That would be the 3 bigs that they have on this roster. So all 3 would play big minutes. That's the only thing definitely need to keep an eye on. Misha Hines-Allen's minutes have been terrible of late. 15, 17, 18, just not even playing very much. They've just really turned to Geisel-Soder. This is her last game before she leaves for Euroball. I mean, she's played 32, 34, and 30 minutes in the last 3. Obviously flashed a huge ceiling here of 40 fantasy points. So 5,900 is still a solid price tag for her. They're probably just going to go small whenever they can, especially against the Aces, who we're going to talk about in a minute, who will very likely be playing small a majority of the game. So could mean extra run for Charles. Quinterly has passed James in the rotation, it appears. And then up top, like I think Dejanay at 9K, I'm good. I don't really want to pay that price tag for her. And then Arike and Page, I think both look really solid. Page is a far safer play, and then Arike obviously has just a massive ceiling. But wanted to emphasize if Misha Hines-Allen is out, Maddie and Nalissa Smith both look pretty solid. Nalissa at a $2,000 discount. Pretty good fantasy point per minute player, just needs the actual minutes to get there. Then the big news just come out just a bit ago. Asia Wilson is doubtful to play against the Wings. I don't know if the Aces can even win this game without Asia Wilson. I mean, they can't win games with her, let alone without her. If Asia Wilson does indeed miss, like I am expecting her to, Jackie Young is by far the best play on the slate, and it is not even remotely close. This is what happens when she takes on big usage. 37 minutes, 56 fantasy points, 36 minutes, 36 fantasy points, 42 fantasy points here against Washington. She just has a huge ceiling. She can get you the peripheral stats. She's going to stuff the stat sheet, and she's going to be asked to be the number 1 on this offense. Chelsea Gray, 8,800, looks great, assuming Asia Wilson is out. Joel Lloyd has been a shell of herself. Just usage is just putrid. But with Asia Wilson out, I do think there is potential for her to have a vintage Joel Lloyd performance. But at 8,600, do I really want to pay that to see? Because, I mean, she's just been terrible this year. It's really hard to trust her. I'm not paying 4,900 for score-independent Leah Nye. 4,300 Dana Evans is okay, not really crazy about her. Tiffany Mitchell, no thanks. Kia Stokes at 3,800 minutes should be even more secure for her. She played 30 minutes last game. I think there's potential for her to play 30 to 34 minutes here with Asia Wilson out. Really solid play here as a cheap option. Obviously, not going to do very much on the offensive end, but she can rack up the peripheral stats, especially rebounds with Asia off the floor. Then the 5th starter will be key. I could see them going Kitley. If they do, I really like her. She's a good fantasy point per minute player. She's a good offensive player. I just don't know the minute ceiling. Obviously, we don't have Joyner Holmes in the player pool. I do expect her to get some decent run as well. So really could kind of kill Liz Kitley's ceiling with Joyner Holmes available to play. So really got to keep an eye out for the starting lineup for the Aces. That's really the only thing might open up another value spot. But a lot of really good spend ups, a lot of really good plays on this slate, and some news we're going to be waiting on in this late game. So definitely leave spots available in that game. But if you guys enjoy the content, leave a like on the channel. Really helps out the channel grow. Really appreciate all the growth the channel has made this season. It's been a crazy first month of the season. I hope you guys have been crushing it. If you enjoy my content and want more of it, link to my premium content is in the description below.